Down here to 84th Avenue. Pretty typical stuff for us there on that trip to downtown. I'll show you the drive time in just a sec. A little windy out to the west side of town. Denver Tech Center looks okay. There was a gas line break on Orchard, just a little bit east of I-25 over by Yosemite, and they headed down to just one lane either direction as they were repairing that last evening. But the rest of the drive, as you see out in Lakewood, looks good, and the drive times look pretty normal for us in most areas, including I-25. So about 20 minutes overall from getting from the north side into downtown Denver. That'll start getting a little bit heavier here in a little bit, as is 270 and I-70 out to the east side of town. But for now, it's fairly quiet on the morning drive without any significant crashes, stalls, or other issues off or on the highway for you.
Thank you so much, Jason. We want to get to some breaking news. The White House says one person in Denver was a part of the more than 500 arrests of undocumented immigrants across the country yesterday. The White House says Magdaleno Hernandez Garcia was convicted of continuous sexual abuse of a child. Sources are telling ABC News most of the arrests appear to be suspected criminals. There are, however, some conflicting reports emerging from around the country in some cases.
President Trump is talking about tariffs, telling world leaders if their products are not made in the U.S., they will be taxed. He claims the extra money will bring in billions of dollars for the United States. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says if Trump imposes tariffs on Canada, two things will happen.
One, Canada will have a strong, robust response, because we don't want this, but we will respond if necessary. And two, prices for American consumers on just about everything will go up.
The premier of oil-rich Alberta, Canada, warned Americans in some states could see $1 per gallon more for gas if Trump puts the tariff on Canadian oil.
And one of President Trump's first actions in office was to remove a Biden-era order to lower prescription drug costs. We're going to be going over what's changing and how it could be impacting you. So first, taking a look at what Biden's executive order required. It essentially told the Department of Health and Human Services to explore different ways to lower drug costs for Medicare and Medicaid programs. The Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services announced a list of generic medicines that they were going to cap at $2. That model, however, has not been activated yet, and it's unclear if it ever will be now. A few things from Biden's act that will not change, though: a $2,000 out-of-pocket cap on prescription drugs, a $35 cap on insulin, and allowing HHS to negotiate prices for high drug costs. During his campaign, Trump did say that he would reduce prescription drug costs. He hasn't given any details on that plan so far.
If you're cooking breakfast right now, don't break any more eggs than you have to, because the average cost of a dozen this morning is $6.55. That's according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The in-demand food item is seeing record high prices, with experts saying the bird flu is still causing shortages. The most recent report on Colorado egg production shows numbers were down 5% in December and 66% from 2023. Looking ahead to Monday, state lawmakers are expected to consider a new bill that could help with the egg supply and the prices. The bill would repeal the cage-free egg requirement that took effect just this year. Governor Jared Polis, meanwhile, wants to change how schools are funded to save nearly $150 million from next year's budget. And now some districts are speaking out against those plans. School funding is based on the student population. It's per pupil. But currently, they use a 5-year average of the student count to smooth out any bumps from sudden enrollment declines, like we saw with the COVID pandemic, or sudden increases, like Denver saw with immigrant students arriving last year. The governor wants to change it to a single-year count of students. That would save the state $147 million in a year when the state is facing a $700 million budget shortfall. I sat down with Cherry Creek School's chief financial officer, who testified at the Capitol yesterday. He says this will hurt small districts the most.
I was talking to some of my rural colleagues yesterday, and they're in a school district that has one building. It's K through 12, and they essentially have one grade at every level. Well, if they have 26 kids in third grade and 2 of them leave, nothing has changed for that school district, right? But some of those school districts are funded at $25,000 a student because of how small they are. So now they have to cut the equivalent of a teacher salary when nothing has changed at that school.
Supporters of the change say the state shouldn't be paying for empty seats in classrooms. So I did ask Smith how they're addressing declining enrollment. We know that many districts have had to close schools recently because of that downward enrollment trend. Looking forward, we know that schools are losing students. We know there are major demographic shifts happening and that schools may see continued declining enrollment for years to come. How do you start budgeting for that?
It is a reality, and I think that's really what we're asking for. Is we want to sit at the table and we want to discuss good policy, not just we need to rip this Band-Aid off in order to make this budget work.
And some of those school leaders will be back at the state capitol today again. The state budget likely won't be finalized and approved, though, till March or April.
Internet and phone services are back on at Aurora Public Schools more than a week after connectivity issues caused a district-wide outage. However, a spokesperson for APS says that they're still working to resolve other connectivity issues in specific buildings.
Jason, you got to MC the Castle Pines Chamber of Commerce luncheon yesterday.
It's great. Yeah, I've done that for many, many years, and it's a lot of fun to always, because I'm a proud resident of Castle Pines for over 10 years, and so it was really nice to be down there with the folks with the Castle Pines businesses. And you know, you'll see all the folks that are down there. At Castle Pines is really, there's Erin Kane from the Douglas County School District, right? She's a superintendent. Castle Pines has grown over 30% over the past few years. There's so many new homes on the east side of Castle Pines, but one of the most inspiring awards that they gave out was this nonprofit called Yana, You Are Not Alone. It's a resource for moms who are in need of mental health situations, right? And it's run by Nikki Booker, who does great work down there. Anyway, come down to Castle Pines. You know, come visit us. You'll see me maybe at Duke's hanging out. It's always busy on a Friday night. Always fun.
So what they didn't add that McDonald's, though, in the end.
No, they didn't. No, there's still a lawsuit going on for that, for that new McDonald's down there. But the residents don't want to see a McDonald's down. Most of them don't want to see a resident.
Yana is great. You Are Not Alone for mom. Check them out. I've done many stories with them.
No, there's great businesses down there in Castle Pines. Take a look at the drive down that way right now. This is Castle Pines Parkway at I-25 as we're looking towards the west. There's been so much building on the east side, just behind where this camera would be, and there's really growing like crazy down in Castle Pines. But I-25, Katie, looks just fine, but watch out for some of the isolated icy spots, especially through the neighborhoods.
And we're bracing for a little more snow and ice as we get into early tomorrow morning. We've issued a weather action day to let you know our next storm is set to bring in more widespread, at times heavy snow to our northern mountains, and around 1 to 3 inches for the majority of the metro area as we get into late tonight and early tomorrow. So for today, back to highs in the 40s. Denver down to Colorado Springs. Mostly cloudy skies over the plains. We'll talk more about our exact snow totals in your neighborhood coming back in just a few.
And taking a live look at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, hoping to get you that live look. We are getting ready for the Oscars right here on Denver 7.
Yeah, we'll take a look at some of the nominees' Colorado connections ahead of the ceremony.
This morning, Nikola Jokic will be a starter in the 2025 NBA All-Star Game on February 16th. It is Jokic's 7th straight All-Star selection, 5th year in a row being named a starter. He is the only Nuggets player to ever start 5 times and just the second to play in 7 or more All-Star games. Alex English was selected 8 times.
Some good news for Colorado native Mikaela Shiffrin. She'll be back to racing in less than a week. Shiffrin suffered a puncture wound in a ski crash in November, which led to an unexpected surgery. But she's on the mend and will be back to competing at the World Cup on Thursday in France. Shiffrin's next victory will be the 100th of her career.
And get ready for an annual tradition. The champion steers from the National Western Stock Show will be starting down the red carpet at the Brown Palace Hotel.
Oh yeah, we love to see a bull in an historic place with lots of glass and expensive objects to break. Wanya Reese is joining us live from the Stock Show grounds and Champions Row right there, Wanya.
Good Friday morning to you, Anusha and Nicole. I feel like a winner because I am standing in Champions Row right here. Let me show you these steers. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. You see, it's an active zone right here. Got some animals coming through. There we go. That's some live television for you this morning. So this is the reserve champion steer right here that you're seeing. And the reserve champ is going to be going to the Brown Palace Hotel today. But let me show you the big winner right here. This is the grand champion steer. This is the one who got the top prize prize is going to be auctioned off a little bit later on this evening, but you're going to have a chance to take a picture with the steer a little bit later on. So let's talk about this. This is a Denver tradition where the steer will somewhat take over afternoon tea at the Brown Palace Hotel. During the event, ticket holders will get the chance to take a picture with the grand champ. I checked this morning and there are only a few VIP tickets left that include a barbecue luncheon, 2 whiskey cocktails, and a beer and wine open bar. What about that for your Friday? After the event, the steer will be sold, with the money going towards a young person who raised the animal, with 10% going towards the National Western Scholarship Trust. It's also worth mentioning the runner-up steer will also be present to take in some of the good vibes as well. So the event's going to be starting up this morning at 11 a.m. and it's going to be going until 1 this afternoon. But once again, we're here on Champions Row, and this is the Grand Champ steer that you're seeing right here. And you have the steer reserve that is right there on the side. Katie, I was so excited when they said that I was tossing to you. It's been 2 weekends that we've been away from each other on the weekend morning show. We're going to be starting back strong Saturday morning, so make sure you join us Saturday morning at 7. I got to plug my show as well.
Oh, I'm so excited that you'll be back on the weekends with us tomorrow morning, and we'll still be under a weather action day and talking about snowfall, which we are expecting to pick up through the morning hours here in town tomorrow. But let's talk about your forecast for today. Breezy this morning over our northern Front Range mountains, rolling into the foothills. Last recorded wind gust near Broomfield at 46 miles per hour. Relatively calm Denver and east. So taking us through the day today, we have a slightly warmer afternoon on tap. 10 o'clock we'll get to the mid-30s under a partly sunny sky, and highs near seasonal normals in the mid-40s. Highlands Ranch, Parker into downtown Denver, Boulder at a high of 42 degrees. A little bit milder as well into the high country, where yesterday we were in the teens. Today Steamboat in the 20s with low to mid-30s from Aspen to Leadville. Now later on this evening at 5 p.m. the National Weather Service issuing a winter weather advisory. It's our next storm system rolling in from the north-northwest. It'll bring in more widespread snow starting tonight, lasting through early Sunday morning. So here's the timing of it all. We'll be under a partly sunny sky here in Denver. Dry conditions if you need to head anywhere off to the east through at least 10 o'clock. More mountain snow into our central and northern high country early Saturday. And here over the metro area and west into the foothills, we are expecting continued snow shower activity through Saturday night and mostly cloudy skies. We'll gradually clear out here across the state as we get into Sunday afternoon, but temperatures will remain on the cold side. Highs only in the 20s. Here's what it looks like in terms of our snowfall forecast. Broomfield could see upwards of 4 inches, 1 to 3 expected downtown Denver and south. The most will be up north over Estes Park, Steamboat Springs, and our stock show forecast where Wanye is right now. It will be warmer this afternoon, 45. Tomorrow, bundle up if you're out and about. The final weekend of the National Western Stock Show. We will clear and see some sunshine for Sunday afternoon, Jason.
And I want to take you up to the north side of town. So I'm looking at the CDOT site here, and I wanted to go through a couple of cameras for you. This is the best way for me to do it. So there was a crash just reported here along I-25. So here's Highway 7, and the crash is reported up in here somewhere. So I've been looking at some of the cameras for you here this morning, and so as I get the cameras going, here's one of them, and you can see that there's this one car off to the side. Now I did just see the fire trucks heading that way on that northbound side of I-25, and as if I look at another camera up there, I'm just not seeing anything. The next camera over there by the Erie Parkway is just not seeing it. You see some of the flashing lights in here, but just not seeing the crash on the highway. So as I take a look at the VAR map, you can see that we do have a pretty decent ride for the most part. If you look at our traffic map, this is where it was reported, but I'm not seeing anything in there just yet. So I'll keep an eye on that situation for you. Highway 7 looks okay, and the rest of the drive on I-25 into the city just getting busier in those usual spots. Same thing on 270, same thing out on I-70 out to the east side of town. So no other major problems for us right now, but we'll keep looking for that crash reported up north.
Thank you so much, Jason. We are getting ready for the Oscars right here on Denver 7. And according to Westword, some of the nominations have Colorado connections. The Brutalist, which picked up 10 nominations, including one for Best Picture, was directed by Brady Corbett, who grew up in Glenwood Springs. Best Animated Feature nominee, The Wild Robot, was directed by Springs native and Arvada High School graduate Chris Sanders. Anuja, a nominee for Best Live Action Short, was written and directed by MSU Denver professor Adam J. Graves, and then produced by his wife, Denver artist Suchitra Matai. And the subjects of Best Documentary, featuring the nominee for Porcelain War, have relocated to Colorado since being forced from their homes in Ukraine. You can watch the Oscars here on Denver 7, March 2nd. We'll be right back.
We have some breaking news right Right now, the White House says one person in Denver was part of the more than 500 arrests of undocumented immigrants across the country. The White House says Magdaleno Hernandez Garcia was convicted of continuous sexual abuse of a child. Sources tell ABC News most of the arrests appear to be suspected criminals. Now, there are some conflicting reports emerging about some of the cases across the country right now.
And today, we are expected to know when a Colorado Springs woman accused of killing 2 of her children could be coming back to Colorado to face charges. She's expected in a London courtroom today. Police say Kimberly Singler killed her 9-year-old daughter and 7-year-old son in 2023 and then fled to the UK. Her lawyer is arguing that she should not be extradited because she faces life without parole if convicted in Colorado, a sentence that he says violates European human rights laws. We're also working to learn more about what led to this scene outside of the Wendy's on 6th and Sherman. You can see police tape surrounding the business along with several officers. We have called Denver police and are just waiting to hear back.
Denver is seeking to reverse a verdict to pay a $14 million settlement to 12 George Floyd protesters. Axios Denver reports the city also wants a judgment for the city, a new trial, or a reduction of money awarded to protesters. Back in 2022, jurors found police violated demonstrators' civil rights. And new this morning, the union representing Safeway workers says current contracts will be extended, so no vote on a strike will be coming anytime soon. Negotiations are still ongoing on the contract, though. Their contract was set to expire tonight at 11:59. There are no dates set for future talks.
Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Greenwood Village is set to reopen today. The restaurant was damaged because of a fire last year. Investigators say that this was arson. Their first big watch party is Sunday for the Avs. Let's get a last check of the weather with Katie.
Well, we have issued a Denver 7 weather action day to let you know our next winter storm will approach later on today. This morning, waking up to partly cloudy skies over downtown Denver. Nice and clear out over the eastern plains. Not quite as cold early this morning, but still quite chilly with mostly cloudy skies up over Loveland Ski area. Spots like the high country bracing for more widespread snow starting later on tonight. For today, it's going to stay mild and breezy. Highs in the 40s here in town. More northern high country snow rolls in through this evening in the overnight hours, and our best chance of picking up some snow accumulation for the majority of the metro area will be early tomorrow morning. Out the door right now, Fort Collins at 15 degrees. It's 23 degrees below zero in Gunnison, but mainly in the single digits and teens for our northern and central mountain towns. Here's a look ahead at our planner for today. A mix of sun and clouds by 11 o'clock, getting to the upper 30s. A little bit milder, more seasonal for this final Friday here in January, with temperatures topping out in the upper 40s over the eastern plains. For this evening, it's going to stay dry until at least 10 o'clock, and then after about 11 is when we'll introduce our next chance for seeing some precipitation. Here's a look ahead at our Front Range Futurecast. As we get into about 5 o'clock, a winter weather advisory will take effect up north. It'll spread more widespread snow, heavy at times. As we get into later on tonight, right around 5:30 tomorrow morning, if you are traveling to and from the mountains, getting in some skiing or boarding this weekend, just be prepared for winter driving conditions. Some tricky travel at times, especially up north, Winter Park, Rabbit Ears Pass, Rocky Mountain National Park, all expecting to see snowfall through the day. And then by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, still snow shower activity here in Denver. Bundle up as well. Temperatures will be quite cold, topping out only in the 20s tomorrow afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies through the evening, then gradual clearing by Sunday. Snowfall forecast for Sunday. Areas shaded here in the darker shades of blue, upwards of 4 to 8 inches possible. Similar story down south of Crested Butte. And then for the Denver metro area, mainly 1 to 3 and just trace amounts over the far eastern plains. So let's look ahead at our Super 7-day forecast. We have our weather action day in effect through Saturday. Clearing, still cold on Sunday. Highs only around 30 degrees. And then more melting will occur next week. Highs will be in the 40s Monday through Friday.
And remember, we were looking for that crash up north. We found it. It was that crash, that one car that I said was off to the side. So let me take you to I-25 and a highway.